Welcome to this moment. In a world that constantly pulls us forward into the next meeting, the next goal, the next thought, mindfulness is the gentle art of coming back to now. 1. Do not decide in beforehand. Let go of the need to know exactly how things will unfold. When we try to predict, control and script life too tightly, we leave no space for presence, for discovery. Instead, open yourself to the unknown. Be curious. Let each moment speak before you interrupt it with your assumptions. Okay, one example of what could happen if you decide something in beforehand. Well, when I was a beginner runner, then I often decided in beforehand how it would feel to run up steep hills. I prepared myself mentally, it's going to be so tough running up this hill. And even sometimes I decided in beforehand that I will not be able to run up that hill. So in my mind I actually planned stopping and walking up the hill. Was that smart? No. Could I have done it in another way? Yes. And this is what mindfulness taught me. Not decide in beforehand, just to be curious and actually examine how it feels in the body that day. If I'm curious and wondering how my step is feeling up the hill, then maybe I will actually feel that, I have lots of strength today. Maybe I can run a bit faster up this hill. So, being curious about how every step feels this day made me be able to actually quicker improve my running upward hills. So don't decide in beforehand. Be curious. Feel how that hill feels for you this day, this moment. And you can, of course, transfer this way of thinking into all situations in life. Do not decide in beforehand. Experience how it feels in the now. Then you have more power to change what you're doing and what's needed in the moment. 2. Be present in the now. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your breath moving through you. This moment is the only place where life truly happens. And make sure that you tune into the moment from time to time during the day. For example, when you're taking a break, when you're taking coffee or tea or water, just be fully present in the break. Just experience how it feels to rest. Maybe you can do a quick meditation while resting. You don't have to start a meditation track. Maybe you just can sit and focus on how your breath feels, and maybe you can focus on how the coffee or tea smells that you're drinking. Allowing yourself just to be in the moment, just to rest in the moment. Or if you're outside, maybe you can feel your feet on the ground, or you can feel the smells of the nature. Be present in this moment. As I said before, this is the only place, this moment, where life truly happens. Enjoy it so you don't miss beautiful moments. 3. Make plans, then return to the now. Yes, structure is helpful. Set your intentions, make your to-do lists, then fold them away and come back to this breath, this step, this sip. Plans are made in thought, life is lived in awareness. And yes, as I said, structure is good, it helps us. But use mindfulness while planning, while making the structure. For example, if you're writing down goals, then be fully present on what those goals are, what you want to achieve and when you want to achieve it. But when you have written everything down, for example, what I will do next year, 5 years, 10 years, or in a shorter term, if you're planning your holiday, your vacation, plan it present, fully concentrated in this moment on what you have to do to experience that moment later in your life. But after you have done that, then return to the present, to the now. So you don't always live in your plans, because if you're always ruminating, thinking about what's going to happen in the future, then you might miss what's happening here in the now. Then you will only live in the future, or ruminating of how things could have been done better in the past. So it's important, move your focus. If you're planning, be fully present in the future. And when you're done with the future, return to the now. 4. Handle stress in the now. When pressure rises, don't fight the feeling. Meet it. Notice where it lives in your body. Breathe into it. And respond. Don't react. Most stress isn't about the present. It's about the future or the past. Mindfulness helps us handle what's real now. And of course, if we are experiencing immense stress right now, it is easy to try to escape that moment. Maybe it's easier to think about the future or think about how to escape this moment. Try to push it away, try to remove it from your mind. But if you try to remove it from your mind, your brain, your mind will try to help you even more intensely, trying to get you to remember the stress, the dangers that the body, the brain tries to help you with. So the signals will be even stronger and will come even more often. And if you're not present while it's stressful, then you might try to avoid being present by sleeping more, for example, and trying to always be doing things, not in a way to try to make yourself distracted from the stress. So instead, try, I know this isn't that easy, but try to be present when stress arises. Try to notice where the stress is building up in your body, and try to think about what is it that increases your stress and how can you respond to it. What can you do to help the stress level to lower a bit. It helps if you're present in this moment. And remember, as I said before, most stress isn't about the present. It's about what could happen in the future or what has happened in the past. So if you are more in the present now, then mindfulness can help us handle what's real now. And if you're not ruminating about what could happen in the future, then you actually have time to do things to avoid the possible disasters in the future. So be present in the now. 5. Flow in the now. When we stop resisting the present, we begin to flow. Like water, not forcing, not freezing, just moving with what is. You don't need to force peace. You only need to return to this moment again and again. This is your practice, not to escape life, but to return to it, right here and right now. Take one slow breath with me, in and out, and feel yourself being grounded here in the now. And if you stop resisting the present, then we begin to flow, as I said, like water. Because it is only in the present we actually can influence how our life will become. So if we have the ability to know if defense mechanisms are being deployed in order to escape stress, in order to flee difficult situations, if we can detect this, respond to the situation instead, then we will actually most often realize when we have started to work in the present that maybe the situation wasn't as difficult as we had thought in the mind. And often many people realize that it was actually the most difficult thing was actually to start doing what's needed to be done. So if we have methods to more quickly come to this present moment, then we actually will feel this feeling like water. We will begin to flow in the moment, to be able to be concentrated, to be able to choose paths that will help us to overcome the difficulties. We will become more like flowing water, not forcing, not freezing, just moving forward and doing what's needed to be done. For example, if you have lots of homework to do, or if you have assignments at your job, I think I will use the homework as an example here. If you are thinking about everything you need to study all at once at the same time, then it may feel that it's impossible to overcome. It's too much. Especially if you are planning to sit, for example, 6 to 8 hours to do studying. And even before you have begun studying, then it may feel like an impossible mountain to climb, because how are you going to be able to have the energy to study for 8 hours? If you instead have had earlier divided the amount you would have to study into smaller pieces and spreading it out throughout longer periods, for example, maybe studying 30 minutes per day, and you have to divide 30 minutes in several days, then it will not feel that challenging or difficult when you're sitting down beginning to do your studies. If you have done this early, maybe you're sitting more than 30 minutes because it doesn't feel difficult to do the studying. And this is all about the mindset, to be present, to do your planning, your structure in beforehand, and then you know when you will have to sit down and study. You can be fully present about when you have to study, and then you can be fully present when you're finished with your studies. You can be fully present while resting or doing exercise. You can be fully present while eating. If you plan in beforehand, and if you remove the planning phase when you're done with it, and to be present with what you're doing every day, every moment, then you will be able to be present more often during the day. So instead of walking around ruminating, thinking about, oh, I have so much to do, and trying to avoid what you have to do, and thinking about you have so much to do, I will never be able to finish what I have to do. If you can remove all those hours you're ruminating, it will feel like a heavy burden will be lifted away from you. So that's my biggest tips on how you can be able to be more present. And if you're more present in every moment of your life, you truly are experiencing life more. And if you're experiencing every moment in your life more, then your well-being will be higher. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you have a nice day, and until next time, be mindful, be present in this moment, in this now.
Like and subscribe.